Oh, this is getting worse, this video. She's getting lower by the minute. He's now playing with his groin. I think there is now sick, essentially, in my mouth. There is a little bit of sick just at the back. Oh my God, this is horrific. Go online and watch this.
Meghan wasn't twerking. She was shaking loose what little class she had left. Oversharing, oversharing, oversharing.
I wouldn't have an issue with this, except they fled the country to protect their privacy. They've whinged and whined incessantly about the media intrusion, and then they do this for attention.
I've seen more dignity in a Real Housewives reunion brawl.
I possibly am going to be sick live on the television.
You will not believe what is making rounds on the internet about our darling Meghan. Like, I literally cannot even begin to describe the chaos that's unfolding right now, but I'm about to try because this tea is way too hot not to spill. So, you know how our girl Meghan has been relatively quiet lately, while her various projects have been, shall we say, struggling to find their audience? Well, apparently she decided that now was the perfect time to remind everyone she exists by posting the most absolutely unhinged content imaginable. And when I say unhinged, I mean, we're talking about footage that's so wild, so completely unexpected, that the entire internet has basically broken because what she shared isn't your typical "look at my cute family" throwback post. Oh no, that would be too normal for Meghan. Instead, we're getting a front row seat to what might be the most questionable decision in social media history. This woman just posted a video of herself from 4 years ago, heavily pregnant, literally, twerking in a hospital delivery room. And I wish I was kidding, but I am absolutely not. We are witnessing a former member of the British royal family, someone who used to curtsy to the Queen, dropping it low while hooked up to medical equipment. The audacity is honestly impressive. Now listen, Meghan actually tried to explain herself. This time, bless her heart. In her Instagram caption, she wrote, "4 years ago today, this also happened. Both of our children were a week past their due dates. So when spicy food, all that walking, and acupuncture didn't work, there was only one thing left to do." So basically, she's admitting this was pure desperation. Like, she exhausted all her options: spicy food, marathon walking sessions, acupuncture. And when modern medicine couldn't get the job done, apparently the solution was to channel her inner Cardi B in the maternity ward. Because that's totally normal, right? And can we please talk about Harry for a hot second? This poor man is shuffling around in the background wearing a hoodie, looking like he's questioning every life choice that led him to this exact moment. You can literally see him having an existential crisis in real time while his wife is getting down to the baby mama dance with a medical cannula in her wrist. But here's what's really got me scratching my head. Why would you voluntarily share this footage now? Like, girl, if your career was a house, it would already be on fire. So why would you throw gasoline on it by posting something that makes you look completely unhinged? Okay, but this is where it gets really messy, and I cannot get over the absolute nerve of this woman. You guys remember when Meghan refused to do the traditional hospital photo after Archie was born, right? She made this whole big deal about not wanting to put her kids on a silver platter for the world's press. Like, that was her entire thing. Protecting her children's privacy at all costs. She literally said she felt abused by the expectation to pose for photos after giving birth. The whole reason they left the royal family was supposedly about escaping the media circus and keeping their family life private. She went on and on about how important it was to shield her kids from public attention and media exploitation. Such a noble cause, truly. But now, 4 years later, this same woman is posting footage of herself twerking in the delivery room where her daughter was born? The math isn't mathing, bestie. We're not talking about some cute family photo here. This is raw, intimate footage from literally one of the most private moments you can have as a family. And girl, this isn't even the first time. Since she graced us with her return to Instagram, this year she's been posting more content with Archie and Lilibet than we've ever seen. The honey videos, the birthday photos showing their faces, all these behind-the-scenes family moments. It's like she completely forgot she ever owned a privacy soapbox. The whole thing is giving me major whiplash. 1 minute, she's Mother Teresa, protecting her children from the evil media, and the next, she's turning them into Instagram content for likes and engagement. Like, did someone steal her phone and forget to tell her about her own moral standards? And honey, let me tell you why this video feels so desperate right now. because her Netflix show is an absolute masterpiece of failure. Like, we're talking about levels of disaster that are almost artistic in their completeness. With Love, Meghan came out in March, and it's getting torn apart by literally everyone with functioning eyeballs. We're talking 2.5 out of 10 on IMDb, which, for context, is worse than Harry's Polo documentary, and that thing was already deader than disco. The show got an 11% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, which officially makes it rotten, and all the major publications basically gave it the equivalent of a participation trophy. People are calling it like watching a long Instagram post and saying, "It feels like guests are just doing Netflix a favor by showing up. Ouch." This was supposed to be her big comeback moment, you know? Her chance to prove she could create sophisticated lifestyle content that people actually wanted to watch instead of hate watching. But instead, Netflix executives are probably sitting in boardrooms going, "So, we paid millions for hospital twerking. Content? Is this what we're calling lifestyle programming now?" Imagine trying to compete with actual premium content when your star's biggest moment is dropping it low in a maternity ward. The timing of this dancing video honestly feels like she's panicking. When your flagship show is getting destroyed by critics and nobody's watching, maybe posting controversial content becomes your only way to get people talking. But girl, this strategy is backfiring so hard because instead of saving her Netflix deal, she just looks more desperate than ever. And honestly, the Netflix thing is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to her empire of business disasters. Like, everything this woman touches seems to have a reverse Midas effect lately, and it's honestly becoming performance art at this point. Her lifestyle brand couldn't even keep its original name. She had to rebrand from American Riviera Orchard to As Ever because of trademark drama. Imagine not being able to use your own brand name. That's like not being able to remember your own phone number. Not exactly screaming, "business genius." You know, now she's had to hire a whole army of people just to manage the chaos. New communications staff, partnerships with agencies, all to handle what they're optimistically calling their growing business portfolio. But like, when your main project is getting roasted harder than a Thanksgiving turkey, and your publicity strategy involves posting footage that makes people question your sanity, what exactly is growing here besides the confusion? The whole thing is giving me major secondhand embarrassment because she's trying so hard to be this sophisticated lifestyle guru, but every move she makes just screams, "Help, I don't know what I'm doing." It's like watching someone try to build a house of cards during an earthquake. Like, what's the business strategy here? How do you go from wanting to be the next Gwyneth Paltrow to posting videos of yourself twerking in a hospital? The disconnect is honestly wild. And girl, this is where it gets really brutal because people are not holding back anymore when it comes to calling her out. Like, the public perception has completely shifted, and this video is just making everything worse. That comedian Tim Dillon recently went off about how she managed to become a victim while living in a castle. And honestly, he hit the nail on the head. The whole thing is giving major let them eat cake energy, and people are noticing. Think about it. She's complaining about being misunderstood while posting from her multi-million-dollar mansion, going to Beyoncé concerts, and getting honored at fancy LA events. People are looking at this hospital twerking video and thinking, this is what you chose to share while regular people can't even afford basic healthcare? People are calling it her avalanche of missteps. And honestly, that's exactly what it feels like. Every post, every contradiction between what she says and what she does, every desperate grab for attention, it's all adding up to create this image of someone who's completely lost touch with reality. What's really wild is that she's trying to build this relatable lifestyle brand while doing things that make her seem like she lives on another planet. Like, you can't position yourself as someone people should aspire to be like when you're constantly making choices that make them roll their eyes. The comment sections are brutal, and even people who used to defend her are starting to question what she's doing. When you're losing your own fan base, you know things have gotten really bad. So here's what I think is actually happening here. This dancing video isn't just some innocent birthday post. It's exposing some seriously concerning stuff about her judgment and where her career is actually heading, the privacy thing, the timing, the desperate grab for attention while everything else is crashing and burning. It all points to someone who's completely lost sight of what actually builds lasting success. Like, You can't just post controversial content and expect that to fix your failing projects. I'm honestly wondering if this is rock bottom or if there's somehow further to fall. When you're posting hospital twerking videos to try to save your lifestyle brand while contradicting everything you used to stand for, where do you even go from here? Because here's the thing, the pattern we're seeing is someone who keeps making choices that might get headlines, but they're destroying her credibility in the process. You get attention, but you lose respect. You create buzz, but you alienate the exact people you're trying to reach. What started as this promising new chapter after leaving the royal family has turned into this series of disasters and increasingly desperate attempts to stay relevant. And this dancing video might be the perfect symbol of how far things have fallen. We went from royal dignity to hospital twerking, from protecting privacy to turning your kids into content, from building an empire to posting cringe videos for likes. Like, that's not evolution. That's just sad. The whole fairy tale that started with the secret romance and the beautiful wedding has somehow ended up here. A former duchess posting intimate hospital footage while her career implodes and her credibility disappears. And honestly, I don't think this story is anywhere close to being over. If anything, this video just opened up way more questions than it answered, and I have a feeling we're going to be talking about the fallout from this for a very long time.